What's up, everybody? Today we are on a revision of an older map, so I guess this is sort of a new map. It's kind of the same, but it's a lot of things have changed. This is Beardshot Modding's Appalachian Mountain logging version 2. So some of this may look familiar. You know, this is the yard where you start off in, all your storage buildings and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop over here in this loud F250 King Ranch that I normally like to drive. I was looking around today for a new one. I mean, not a new version of this, but just a new pickup truck that'll has fuel capabilities and all that stuff, and I couldn't really find one, so I'll keep looking. But anyway, I need to get these two floodlight trailers up to some areas, so we'll go ahead and hook one up and take it over there. And we'll kind of get a tour of the map too while we're at it. So let's see. Okay, so as mentioned, you know, this is the shop yard, I guess you could call it. You can store stuff in there. I never did. All right, real quick, let's look right here. Remember, this used to be where the crane was. You can see it back there in the background. It's still there, but he's added this little entrance thing where you can. Unfortunately, you have to drive through here, which makes it a little bit tough for loaded down log trucks. And you know, I never know if these scales work right and what it really means. I don't know. I looked at putting one in a map I'm working on, but I was testing it out on a different map. That's right. And the log truck full of logs weighed one thing, and when I came back out, I weighed my empty truck, and it was same weight. So I was screwed up. And now the thing I don't like about this right here is this is way too tight right here. He should have moved that wall back about a whole section and opened this up some more. This is really tight. It's gonna be tough getting a log truck that's got a pretty long trailer on it. Okay, so you know, a little shop area there. It's kind of neat. I guess you can sell your vehicles in there. It's like wood chip pile over there, and it's not marked, but you probably drop your logs off right about where the truck is, and it should sell them, I would imagine. He added just, you know, some other little neat things here. Big piles of lumber, and of course there's your crane, which I don't like using those things. And just you know, some other little visual things here or there. And again, really tight right in this area right here, so you gotta be real careful when you're pulling a big long log trailer. And let's head on over to the next area. I'm not sure if this is seasons, it's got the seasons enabled or not. I've got the seasons mod going, and I've got the speed bumped up a bit so we can just kind of move it along. In fact, I'm probably going to have to skip the night here in just a little bit. I didn't realize we were getting that late. But anyway, same basic layout here. Let me stop and pull up the map. So I mean, it's the same, almost the same layout. You know, you've got the store slash yard, whatever you want to call it there. But we just saw, and then the sawmills, we just went through there. Now we're coming up on this storage yard, which is kind of neat, and this is where I've got all my operation to start with set up. And this is where I was wanting to set up these floodlights too. But he's added just some new little features, little signs here or there, a little floodlight with a sign. That's kind of neat. I've got the same Kenworth dual log trailer thing set up. I kind of like that. And let me get this floodlight put into place. Of course, we've got all our usual equipment, the Tiger Cat processor, and I went back to the Tiger Cat grapple loader. we've got the cable skidder in this John Deere, I think it's a 909 Felobunterus. I like it. Okay, so this is what they're calling the storage yard, but it's actually, there's a wood chip operation here. You got, I've already got a bunch of logs in there. And I got a grapple loader set up. Now this shows you how many, I guess it's liters of logs that are in there. And the logs are getting chipped up in this deal here, which then spits out wood chips, which I've got it set to auto load the wood chips. And it's probably about, yeah, it's full. So we got 30,000 liters of wood chips. And what I'm hoping to do is I want to see if we can't fill this wood chip area up. I don't think I'm gonna try to count how many thousands of liters and whatnot there, because I don't know if it's gonna take it all or not. I did notice that, let's see if I can get over here. Yeah, see the wood chips are spilling out through the back sides. That's, you know, that kind of sucks, but oh well. So yeah, so like I was saying, you can set this wood chip dispensing thing either to do manual or automatic. So if it's set to automatic, you just drive your trailer under there, it loads it up, and you don't even have to be in the truck. You can just, you know, let it do whatever it wants to. It goes automatically. And we are full on the wood chipper. So let's see if we can't get this dumped in here. I kind of took this Caterpillar dozer and spread it out a little bit, but let's see if we can't get this unloaded. I like all the lights. That's pretty cool. You know, gives you see what you're doing. Of course, the neat thing about this is you can just back up under this spout and it's set to automatic, so once you get under there, it'll start filling up. And then you can shut the truck off and it keeps on going. When it gets full, it just stops. Alright, so let's see here. I don't think I can skip time ahead just yet. Now I've got this Caterpillar 980. I don't like the color of it. I'm going to see if I can't change the color. It's kind of weird though. Look, this color yellow is what I think of Caterpillar yellow. You know, the rims. And maybe it's just the lighting now. But anyway, it's this yellow color is just not right. So I'm going to see if I can't fix that. I mean, this is more Caterpillar yellow right here. And this is a great mod right here. I like this dozer. I really wish they'd done something with the texturing on this undercarriage though. I wish they'd done something different, and it just looks too cartoonish, like it's just all one color. It's weird. Alright. See, I don't think I could... Oh, I can skip 9. Okay, good. We'll just go ahead and skip the night so we can see what's going on this map, because there's a lot more to see. And of course, you know, tons of trees. I mean, this is a 4X map. Tons and tons of trees. Now I decided to start right here. with my logging operation, just because it's close to the sawmill, or this wood chip operation deal. Oops. Crashed into my log truck. And we'll cruise on down here to the next spot. There's another little operation right down here on the left-hand side of the road, which I don't think that was there before. If there was, it was just a different type of area, but I don't think it was here. By the way, this is my third time starting this map. The first one I knew was going to be not permanent, because he released it sort of in a beta state, I guess you could say. It wasn't ready to go. It had a few little issues here or there. So I knew that one wasn't going to work out. Then he released what he called the final version, which when I loaded it up, I noticed that when I looked at the game log, there was a lot of warnings and errors in there. So I was like, well, you know, the gameplay is fine, so I guess I just won't worry about it. But, so anyway, I just saw yesterday or last night, I guess it was, that Rambo145 had taken the map and fixed all the errors, and I watched some of that video today of him fixing it. So it's supposed to be a clean error log now. But anyway, this is the lumber production area. I like all the little signs. It's kind of a neat touch. You know, the Mountain State lumber and whatever, and then you got all these little signs around. Okay, so this is the lumber production, and you know, like always, you put your wood chips in here, and you got to put your logs down here, and it goes through the sawmill, outputs wood chips there, and eventually makes boards that come out down here, and then they come down this little conveyor belt thing. I've already got my front end loader with the forks on it ready to go, and got my truck with the flatbed on it ready to go. Yep, so we are all set. Just got to get some wood chips and some lumber and get everything rolling. And one thing that he added to the map up here that I probably will never use is there's a storage area up this ramp. Number one, it's another tight entrance right here. It'd be tough with a long trailer to get up here. But he's just got a bunch of buildings that you could store lumber in. It's just a bunch of the same thing, and some more little detail stuff. You got some forklift and some boards and some pallets over here. But anyway, I probably won't use this. I don't see any reason to have that. Alright, back down the hill. Let's go look at one more spot, and then we'll be ready to get on with some logging today. But you know, other than all the chaos of trying to get a stable map, and I've started this thing over 3 times now, it's a pretty nice map. Of course, it's, you know, same terrain and stuff basically as Appalachian Mountain, the original. But you can see it's a big map. It's a 4x map, tons of trees. I'll never get through all this, but it'll be fun just to bounce over here and do some different scenery every once in a while. Try to take some shortcuts, get there a little faster. I like that little turnaround or thing right there, that was still there. And this road here coming up to the left is where we had our, I think we had a chipping operation up in that side, if I remember correctly. Maybe yeah, I think it was. I think on the top of the map we had a logging operation. On the bottom of the map we had our chipping operation. But this is basically the same. If you remember from Appalachian Mountain, he may have added this gate. I don't remember. Then of course you got a little offloading area, a little ramp with offload your timber. There's another wood chip deal here. Put your logs in there and it chips them up, and you can obviously load them up on that side. And again, that's a little tight right there between the building and getting back in there, but not too bad. All right, well let's get back over to our operation and see if we can't get some logs loaded up, and we'll chip us up get some wood going here. In fact, what I'd like to do is take it over to the lumber production area and get that started. And I think if I remember correctly from some of his Facebook posts that he had these trees pretty much all in a uniform rows, and they were all in a line. I think he went back and kind of randomized them. Which kind of makes it more difficult to drive across the map through the woods. But I can understand why he would do that. It was kind of boring if they're all in straight lines. Yeah, but I can't even imagine how many hours it would take one person to cut all this down. So I'm working over on Pacific Inlet. I've been at it for about over a year now, I guess. And I'm nowhere near even halfway finished. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we've already got some 7s. Those are some 7 meters. Let's go ahead and get this thing, get it off of these logs. Quite sure how I'm going to do this. This Kenworth truck that I'm using, the front area is more suited for 7-meter logs, and the backs usually, or I found 5 works better, so I guess I'll just have to make 2 stacks. Oh, I hate to mix them. In fact, I've probably got enough right now for at least one load in the front. So let's see here. Change that back to 5. I guess I'll just have to put them kind of like this. And then I guess I'll just have to use the grapple loader to pick them up and move them to the other side, because I need to have this area right here where my truck pulls into. trying to scoot that one log back over there without causing too much problems, but that log underneath didn't want to cooperate. We'll just see if we can't get him out of the way. Well, I don't think that's going to work. Don't have a good grip on that first one to begin with. Oh, no. Still got to get that one out of the way. Whoa. Yeah, the problem with this grapple loader is that it doesn't, it only goes back so far, of course, but it doesn't seem like it's quite enough sometimes. Alright, now we gotta do something with this log over here. It's so hard doing this in this view. I can't even get it. Probably get it from there. Ah, had no chainsaw. Forgot I didn't buy a chainsaw. Now we won't have near enough of these 5s to load up the back of this truck, but I think what we'll do is just we'll take what we got and go on over to the lumber area and get that started, because if it's anything like the lumber deals I've used in the past, it'll take a while to use up all this wood, so I think we'll be good. I remember over on Rockwood, I think it was it Rockwood? Yeah, Rockwood. They had a lumber deal in there. They didn't have it in the 17, I mean 15, but for Farming Simulator 17, they had a lumber production area, and it was it took forever to. I put one little load of logs in there, and I mean, several episodes later, it was still on that one, still working on that one set of logs. Got us a wide turnaround area right here. Now I noticed that when you got this back trailer filled up to the top with logs, you gotta be real careful when you're making your turns. We're not too loaded down, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, and I forgot over here I don't have any way to unload these things, so we'll have to get us a grapple loader. Yep, just forgot about that. Yeah, this really adds a lot to this map. The wood chip things and this lumber production up here. And of course your standard sawmill, you know, it's just selling logs and selling wood chips. But I think it's pretty neat when it, you know, when maps add this lumber thing. I mean, it's something else to do, and it's not immediate, so you gotta kind of play the game, you know, a bit for it to get some lumber output. I think it's pretty cool. Or I may just be able to pull in there. Let me just pull in right quick and see if it will offload. No, I've got to put it on the ground. Okay, not a problem. So let me go get a scrap of loader. I'm gonna get it moved down here real quick. Get this positioned. Exactly where I wanted it, but that'll work for now. Alrighty. You know, I'm wondering. Well, I don't have it turned. I don't have it as an option. I was gonna say we could try the FDR crane loader, but I think I'm just gonna get another Tiger Cat grapple loader. Why not? It only takes like 2 or 3 scoops or whatever to. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to go back there, but the problem is I forgot whenever I sold. I had a couple of these trucks, and I had the FDR low loaders, trailers, and I sold both of them for some reason. At least I think I did. I was gonna see if I've still got them. I may just have it at the yard. I can't remember if well, we looked around the yard, didn't we? Oh well, we'll buy another one right quick. What happened was I bought a black one and a blue one, and I was gonna keep the black one, but when I went to sell them, of course you can't tell which is which really unless you got them parked in totally different areas of the map. And I had them parked side by side at the shop, and I accidentally sold the black one instead of the blue one. Oh well, we'll just buy us another one right quick. Yep, I think I did sell them both. Oh well. I bought 2 tractors for some reason too. I don't know, I don't know why I did that. Alright, let's see. And we'll get us a black one and we'll keep it this time. And we're also going to need another grapple loader. Did I buy that already? Yeah, sure did. Now I think this thing will fit on here without having to extend that trailer out any, so let's see. Off we go. This truck doesn't like a heavy load and turning at high speed. Be careful. If you keep it around 55, it's usually alright. I was going to say it's usually alright, but I guess it's not. There is a spot right there. Y'all got to be careful about that. Let me show you where that's at on the map. I've hit this spot 2 times. So it's right in between the shop and the storage yard on the left. That first little curve back to the left, there's a little spot in the road. If you're using the FDR trailer, it sits so low to the ground. I think it's just hitting that spot and catching, and then it sends you off into who knows where. As you just saw what happened. Not a huge deal. We'll just get everything set back up and back on the road again. I was going too fast anyway. That's my part, mostly my fault, but there is a little spot in the road somewhere right in there where you saw it veer off, kind of maybe where that sunshine is, that little spot right there, somewhere right in there. There is a little spot. And that spot will get you if you're not careful. If I'd have been more careful, we probably already would have been there. Oh well, we should be good now. I've transported a few things up there to the lumber area and we haven't had a problem, so I think we're all right now. Just, I forgot about that one little spot right there. Plus I was going too fast. I'll try to hang right around 50. You know, I really wish somebody would make a map that has a sawmill with one of those big cranes where you can place the logs in a circular pattern around the base of the crane. You know, I'm talking about, you've seen, I'm sure if you're a fan of logging and whatever, you've probably seen that at some paper mills and lumber mills and whatever. They got the big crane up on a pole, and the crane, you know, just kind of plucks the logs off the truck and then it places them in a circular pattern around the base of the pole. That'd be kind of neat. Somebody has talked about that. I've seen it in Facebook chatter here or there. Somebody was thinking that would be a good idea, which I agree. Can I get around this other side? Nope, can't get through there. So I'm going to have to move my truck. Or I could just bounce over those. That'd probably work. Unlock these straps. See, it's already met its needs as far as logs, and so we'll just go ahead and place the rest of them there on the pad, and then whenever it finally uses up whatever we put there to begin with, and we'll hopefully start using these. I think all we need now is some wood chips, and we'll get that going here in just a minute. I don't see any wood storage areas unless there's some on the other side. It would have been nice if they'd have had an area to store the logs, like maybe right back on this side over here somewhere, like along this wall right there. It would be nice to have some wood storage, but you know, we can do that ourselves, so that's not a big deal. Alright, and let's go get us some wood chips. Get this out of the way. Yeah, see the FDR truck, the semi-truck the FDR made, see that's at an angle? The FDR truck, the back end of it, where the fifth wheel is, or the hitch, it sits a lot higher than some of these other trucks. That's why that's a problem when you're hauling something heavy. Just bounced off the ground. Alright, let's see, we've got some there. And we've got a full load there. I don't really think we need that many. So So let's get back over to this. We got 36,000. But the problem with that is I'd have to pull it over there with the tractor. I guess that's not too bad. It goes 30-something miles an hour. In fact, I'll tell you what, while we're here, let's just go ahead and see if we can't fill it up. We got some more junk to clean up. And I don't like these little small logs anyway, so I'm just going to chip them up. Thing says 39. We'll see if it does it. I guess it will. This is that pretty big size tractor. It's a Fent. So I think it's like the biggest one comes stock with the game. And I believe I have the highest horsepower engine in there. I think I did. Maybe I just went to 300. I can't remember. Yeah, we'll need another front end loader down here at the lumber area too. I just thought about that, to scoop out the wood chips that are output from the lumber process, and we can feed them back into the other side for the fuel. This will at least get us started, I think. So you got to put the wood chips in here for it till you can start. Well, it's not even letting me unload them. Whoops. Wrong thing selected. Now it should say, well, why is it 0? Maybe it takes a minute. There should be a control panel. There it is. Okay, fuel's at 0, but I just added some in there. I think it takes a minute. We're good on the logs. I think I do remember it taking a while, so we'll go ahead and let's get this offloaded. And then I'll you know, we just about got to wrap up the video anyway today, so and then I'll check back later and see if it's got started. If not, I'll try something else, but I think it just takes a minute. I'm gonna get my grapple loader positioned a little better. See if we got any action over here. I don't think so. I think it would have already started. See, it's not showing any wood chips in here, and I've already dumped a whole bunch in there, unless we need to do it a different way. Oh, I know what I can do. Well, let's see. I've got it all the way up here. I was gonna say I could just buy a shovel for this thing, but and that's what needs to happen. But the problem is getting it up here. Well, I guess I'll just have to truck that back down there. Alright everybody, I think what I'll do is I'll truck this back down there, I'll buy me a little shovel for this machine, truck it back up here, and we'll be good to go. And we'll try to get that lumber yard going for next time and get us some pallets or lumber or whatever, I guess lumber. Get that going next time, and hopefully have everything set up like we need this time. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little review of Appalachian Mountain version 2 with all the new features, the wood chip processing and the lumber yard, lumber mill processing. That's all new. And we'll get everything set up for next time. We're ready to go. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and hit that like button and that subscribe button if you hadn't already. If I haven't mentioned it before, which I'm sure I have in some other videos, that YouTube's changing their policies on monetizing videos, and if you don't have 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of hours watch time per month or year, I can't remember now, then I won't get any of my videos monetized. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button, help me out, tell all your friends and family about the great videos on this channel. And anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.